Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildflower Lacquer. If you're new here, hi, my name is Caroline and I love to talk about nail polish, and occasionally you will see my cats in video as well as the occasional makeup or jewelry video. In today's video, we are going over a small mystery box that I've been sitting on for a while. This is actually the mystery bag that I was talking about when I mentioned a couple of videos back that I was expecting some bee's knees lacquer in the mystery box. So I believe this is the one that was supposed to have bee's knees lacquer. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna get, if it's one that I have already or not. Like I said, this has been sitting in my to be opened pile for quite some time, so I don't remember how much I paid for it. I want to say it could have been approximately somewhere between $4 and $5 a bottle because of the brands that she was listing, bee's knees lacquer especially. But I'm excited to see. It looks like we have about 8 polishes and possibly a nail file here at the end. So let's go ahead and dig in. She packed this really nicely. This was also, of course, in a bubble mailer. So yeah, we've got here at the end a multi-stage nail file. Oh wow, up to 7. Wow. So you've got the coarse grit all the way to the polish and shine. Very cool. All right, let's see the polishes. All right, so first up, we have a round bottle. I think this would be either bee's knees or, yeah, it's a bee's knees. I was going to say bee's knees or possibly ethereal. All right, so we have our first bee's knees. I don't remember how many she said would be included in here, so I'm excited to see if we're going to have another one. But this one is called Grieve Today, Fight Tomorrow. It was a charity polish that came out, I think, a few months ago, and this is a soft green, sort of a delicate spring green, and then it is loaded with that larger shimmer particle. On camera, you're catching more of that intense, more like a orangey bronze, but in person I'm seeing a soft golden green. So this is a shimmer that's going to shift nicely depending on your lighting and the angle. And since we do only have 8 polishes, I think we'll go ahead and do swatches of the polishes at the end of the video. So this first one is Bee's Knees Lacquer, Grieve Today, Fight Tomorrow. All right. Next up we have, I think, another round bottle. This one is Paint It Pretty. This one is called Wheel of, I think that might say Wheel of Morality, I think. Polish pickup February 2022. I'm not too sure. Some of the letters are a little bit worn. This is a really beautiful shade of like a blue shimmer polish. It is a deep shade, and then you have a whole lot of shifting colors in here. I'm seeing red, orange, green, and gold, maybe even a little bit of blue that pops up right there at the edge of the bottle. Very pretty. I'm not too sure if I have this one. It seems like a polish that I might have at least considered, but I don't recall if I have it in my collection yet, so we'll have to check and see. But that one was Paint It Pretty Polish, a Wheel of Morality. Next up, ooh, we have a square bottle. I think I see a Fair Maiden. We do. We've got a Fair Maiden, and this one is called... Okay, so this is, I think, that fandom flaky polish that I couldn't pronounce the last time. So I do already have this. However, this one is a gorgeous polish and I do really like it. It is a sort of a burnt orangey red, absolutely loaded with these really punchy flakies. You can see some really large ones there. So I need to decide if I need a backup of this. In all likelihood, I probably don't, so this should probably just go in the D-stash, but we'll have to check and see just to make sure that they are identical. With these small batches, sometimes you do get slight differences between batches, although for a fandom flakies, I don't know that that would be the case, but in any case, that was that one. Next polish. Ooh, we have a Necessary Evil, no, Paradox. So this is their rebranding to Paradox Polish, and this one is called The Torn Prince from the 13 Ghosts Advent Calendar for October 23rd, 2020. This was number 5. So this is probably one that I most definitely don't have, and this is beautiful. So first off, it's a purple. If you are new to my channel, I am a purple fan. I really love this color, especially in nail polish, and this particular one is really unique. You have these sort of, I think they're called now glass flakies, as well as ghost flakies. Those are the blue ones that sort of disappear into the polish. And then if you look closely, you've got linear hollow in there. See those sparkles? I don't think I have a combination quite like this yet, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This shade of purple in the base itself is a little bit dusty, a little bit aubergine, and that is going to look gorgeous on. So I can't wait to see how this one is going to swatch. That was Paradox Polish, the Torn Prince. Next up, this one is a Stella Chroma. This one is the August 2022 mystery. Ooh, so this one didn't come out that long ago. This is part of their monthly mystery subscription box. And this is a very beautiful shade of green. It's a little bit darker than a grass green, almost leaning towards like an evergreen shade, but it doesn't have quite the tone that I would describe as an evergreen, but darker than I would describe as a jungle green as well. So really pretty shade. You have a lovely mix of components in here. I'm seeing some multi-chrome flakies, at least a couple of different kinds. I'm seeing greens, golds, purples, reds, greens. Did I say greens? Blues. There's a lot going on in here. And I'm also seeing, I think, like a silver or a very light sheer silver flaky in there, adding a nice twinkle effect. This is beautiful, and it's definitely one that I don't have. I'm a little bit finicky on my green shades, but I like the tone of this one, and of course those flakies are gorgeous as well. So that one was Stella Chroma's August 2022 mystery. Next one, oh wow, it looks like we have a pink. This one is a Phoenix polish. This one is called Pixie Dust. Originally came out in Hella Handmade Creations for May 2022. Now this one I will have to double check and see if I own it, because it seems like a color that I might have considered getting. It is that brighter, almost neon-ish pink, which is kind of unusual in that this is a color of pink that, as a non-pink fan, for whatever reason I had been enjoying for summer. But I'm not sure if May is when I would have started to like these. I don't really remember when that started. I do remember this past summer I really liked this kind of pink. This is loaded with these beautiful iridescent flakies. These are going to be shifty because I'm seeing green on camera, but in person I'm seeing blue. So really beautiful shifts on these in a really fun bright pink base. I will have to see again if I have this or not, but really fun color. That was Pixie Dust by Phoenix. All right, two more to go, you guys, before we do some swatching. I can see Linby Designs through here as our next polish. This one is called Our Moment of Triumph Approaches. This one is from the Halloween Advent Calendar that came out in October, and I do already have this because I got the Advent Calendar. So this is our first one that is going to go straight to the D-stash. I don't need 2 bottles of most polishes, but this is a really fun polish. I did enjoy this one. I think this was one of my favorite picks of the bunch, if I'm remembering correctly. It is a really neat murky purple base that has some holographic pigment in it, as well as a shifting shimmer. On camera I'm seeing like a purple shift, but in person from my angle back here I'm seeing green twinkles. So really fun polish that will go in the D-stash. All right, one more polish. Ooh, this one looks like it is a new to me brand. This is from Rain Dance Lacquer and it is called My Choice. This one was another charity polish that came out in 2022. And this is a really beautiful shade of pink. This one has some like larger shimmer particles in it. And I can't tell if I'm seeing like a small holographic flaky. Yeah, I think those are holographic flakies in there. So the shifting shimmer I'm mainly seeing as almost like a pink on pink in this sort of a raspberry base. But I do think I'm seeing shifts. I see some blue going on at certain angles. So this is, like I said, a new to me brand, so I definitely don't have this one. I think this is a kind of color that I could see myself wearing though, so I'm excited to see how this one swatches. So that was Rain Dance Lacquer's My Choice. So let's get to swatching. So here are all of our mystery polishes. We've got the Bee's Knees Lacquer over here with Grieve Today, Fight Tomorrow. The Paint It Pretty in 3 coats with Wheel of Morality. The Fair Maiden, which is not in English, there's that one. And that was also in 3 coats there. Then we have Paradox Polish, the Torn Prince, also in 3 coats. The Stella Chroma, the August 2022 Mystery in 3 coats. The Phoenix Polish, Pixie Dust. And Rain Dance Lacquers, My Choice. So a few of these were on the cusp of being 2-coaters, but I ended up doing a 3rd coat on most of them. The Bee's Knees Lacquer was the only one that I didn't. It was nice and creamy there in the base. But some of these, I think it was just my sloppy application. This one, Paint It Pretty and Paradox Polish, both I think could have been left for a little bit more dry time in between coats, and I think they would have done a little bit better. So it's possible that other people might get them opaque into. Still really loving this one from Fair Maiden. That one is such a beautiful fall color. Again, fall is basically over for me at this point, but I am looking forward to my winter shades. So I'm out with the pumpkins for right now, but into the berries and burgundies. I do really like these 2 pink tones. The one from Rain Dance Lacquer has real promise as far as the finish. That holographic flaky that's in here is absolutely gorgeous, and the formula was pretty easy to work with as well. I didn't find it too thick or too thin, and this color is really, really gorgeous. I think I'll really like this one on. You get a beautiful linear rainbow in those flakies. Very, very pretty. So there are our mystery polishes. Like I said, we did have one that immediately is going to the D-stash because I do already have it. And then I will have to see about comparing the 2 bottles of this one from Fair Maiden to see if there are any discrepancies or differences. I really do like that one, but again, I probably don't need 2 bottles of a singular polish. I have been getting some of my absolute must-have wear polishes, especially from like Bee's Knees Lacquer that are no longer being made, but we'll have to see about this one if I need a second bottle. Also, I really like this one from Stella Chroma. This is a beautiful shade of green. The 3rd coat in my swatches I think really made it. It was nice in 2, but that 3rd coat really richened it up into the color that I was seeing in the bottle. And I love the mix of flakies in there. So yeah, overall I think we've got some really beautiful shades. Got another Bee's Knees Lacquer, which I didn't have in my collection yet. So there you go. That was my little mystery bag with the Bee's Knees Lacquer. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you have any of these and if you are familiar with Rain Dance Lacquer. I know I have seen them on Facebook, possibly on Instagram as well, but they are still a new to me brand. I think this is the first bottle that I've held in my hand personally. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at some beautiful polish. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.